Welcome to the most important segment of microwave, that is waveguide. Now, before discussing waveguide, let us have a look of transmission line and the types of the transmission line. What are they? They are coaxial line, two-wire line, planar line, wire about the conducting plane, microstrip line. Have you ever seen a transmission line? No? Okay, then let us have a look of transmission line. This coaxial line, where you have seen in this coaxial line in your lab, the CRO probe, that is your coaxial line. Now let us have a look of this transmission line. It consists of resistance, conductance, inductor and capacitor. Now this resistance and conductance, they are basically lossy element. Why? In this case, the power factor is not equal to 0 and phi is equal to 0. But in case of a capacitor and inductor, the power factor is 0. Why? In this case, phi is equal to 90 degree. That is the model of transmission line. Now, in transmission line, there is one source, the transmission line model, and the output is one load. That is the total model of your transmission line. Now, if a signal transmitted from the source to destination, it will simply travel. It will generate from the source and travel through the transmission line to the load. But if it is a high frequency, the total signal is attenuated within the transmission line. So what is the solution? Solution is waveguide. What are the types of the waveguide? They are rectangular waveguide, circular waveguide, there may be twisted waveguide, or it may be 90-degree elbow. In this segment, we are going to discuss the rectangular waveguide. In waveguide, the wave is propagating along the z direction, and the electric field is in x and y direction, and also in z direction, and magnetic field also in both x, y and z direction. This kind of the wave is known as transverse electromagnetic or TEM wave. So, if you derive the equations will be grad 2 Es plus k square Es is equal to 0, where Es has three components as discussed earlier. They are E of Xs, E of Ys and E of Zs. This is for the electric field. For the magnetic field, it will be grad 2 Hs plus k square Hs is equal to 0. Similarly, this Hs again has three components, H of Xs, H of Ys and H of Zs. What is K? K is omega root over mu epsilon. Now, mu is equal to mu 0 mu r. Why so? Because if you compare the mu in a medium, you have to compare with some standard value, that is mu r, that means reference. Similarly, the case of epsilon, that is epsilon is equal to epsilon 0 epsilon r. Epsilon r is again the reference. So what is our overall equation? Mu is equal to mu 0 mu r, epsilon equal to epsilon 0 epsilon r. What we have discussed, that in rectangular waveguide, the wave is propagating along the z direction, and this electric field and magnetic field both has three components, Ex, Ey, Ez and Hx, Hy, Az respectively. Now let us discuss the equations of the waveguide. There, E of Xs is equal to minus gamma by A square del of Ez by del x minus j omega mu h square del hz by del y. E of Ys is equal to minus gamma by h square del Ez del y minus j omega mu h square del h zs by del x, and h of xs is equal to j omega epsilon by h square del ezs by del y minus gamma by h square del h zs by del x. And what is h of ys? H of ys is equal to minus j omega epsilon h square del ezs by del x minus gamma by h square del h zs by del y. Now can you tell me what is this gamma? No? Okay, let us check the board. It is gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta. This alpha is attenuation and beta is your propagation constant. Now, what is h? H is gamma square plus k square, which is equal to kx square plus ky square. Now let us discuss the different modes of the waveguide. What are they? They are transverse electric or TE, transverse magnetic or TM, or it may be transverse electromagnetic or TEM wave. What is the case of transverse electric? In transverse electric, the electric field is perpendicular to the direction of the propagation. What is the direction of the propagation? Can you remember? Yes, the direction of the propagation is along the z direction. That means in z direction there is no electric field. So electric field is in x direction and in y direction. That is, they are perpendicular to the direction of the propagation. It is known as transverse electric mode. In case of the transverse magnetic, there is no magnetic field along the direction of the propagation. The magnetic field is in the direction of the x-axis and along the y-axis. As the wave is propagating along the z direction, there is no component of magnetic field along the z direction. It is transverse magnetic or TM mode. And whenever the electric and magnetic field is exist in z direction, that means E of z is not equal to 0 and Hs is not equal to 0, it is known as transverse electromagnetic wave. But in case of the waveguide, rather rectangular waveguide, we will discuss transverse electric and transverse magnetic. So, welcome to the world of the rectangular waveguide. That's all for today. In the next segment, we will discuss the different modes of the rectangular waveguide. That's all for today. Thank you.